Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance. This is the 7th week from 15th February to 21st February. Look at the first event. In first of its kind, a Vice Chancellor of Central University was sacked. The President of India approved the dismissal of Visva-Bharati Vice Chancellor Sushanta Datta Gupta on some charges of irregularities. The Ministry of Human Resource Development recommended and the President approved the sacking of the Vice Chancellor of Visva-Bharati University, and this is the first of its kind in the country. And please don't forget, President is the visitor for central universities. Look at the next one. Due to yellow fever, 51 people lost their lives in Angola. Angola is the African country. Zika virus was found in the brains of babies born with microcephaly, and please don't forget, it is suspected that this Zika virus is responsible for microcephaly. In microcephaly, the head size will not be normal, it will be lesser than the normal size, and it is also suspected that Guillain-Barré syndrome is the weakness of nervous system. That is also suspected to be due to Zika virus, and now lot of research is going on whether this microcephaly and Guillain-Barré syndrome are related to Zika virus or not. But anyhow, Brazil is in the forefront to prevent the spread of mosquitoes. It already deployed 2,20,000 soldiers across the country to create awareness for preventing proliferation of mosquitoes. And please don't forget, Zika virus was first detected in monkeys in the year 1947 in Uganda. Zika is the name of forest. And please don't forget, World Health Organization also declared the disease as public health emergency of international concern, or you can say PHEIC. This is the disease after Ebola, because in the year 2014, World Health Organization declared Ebola was PHEIC, and now Zika virus was declared as PHEIC by World Health Organization. And please clarify that World Health Organization is the organization which declares any disease as PHEIC, and World Health Organization is the United Nations organ based in Geneva, Switzerland. Look at the macroeconomic indicators. IIP for December shrunk by 1.3%. Index of industrial production for December 2015 shrunk by 1.3% instead of expansion. So these macroeconomic indices cast doubt on the GDP growth, and all of you are well aware, in the quarter of October to December, our GDP has grown by 7.3%, but at the ground level, these macroeconomic indices are not supporting it. And if you look at the consumer price index inflation for January 2016, it is 5.69%, which is well below the limit laid down by Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India's target is to contain it below 6%. At present, it is 5.69%, but the worrying trend is it is slowly inching up. Then wholesale price index for January is continuously in the negative territory for 15th month, and it is 0.90%, and exports fell by 13.6%. Exports are falling continuously since December 2014. That means for the past 14 months, exports are falling. This is the most worrying factor for the country. So the macroeconomic indices like IIP, exports, they are not supporting the GDP figures of 7.3%, and India is expected to grow at 7.6% during the current financial year. CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, released national air quality indices for 24 cities. And Varanasi and Muzaffarpur are worst affected at 409, and if the air quality index crosses 400, then they are categorized under severe. Please look into this classification. This air quality index considers 8 pollutants in the atmosphere, and most important of them is PM 2.5. Please don't forget. India and United Arab Emirates have signed 9 bilateral agreements covering cooperation in various sectors. Please don't forget, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi recently visited India, and in this connection 9 bilateral agreements were signed. The 6th National Science Film Festival and Competition was held at Nehru Science Centre in Mumbai. Please don't forget. The South Asian Wrestling Federation, this is honor for India. South Asian Wrestling Federation announced the appointment of Brijbhushan Sharan Singh as its president. So, it is honor in wrestling for India. For 2015-16 contribution under Employee Provident Fund Organization, this Employees Provident Fund Organization is the corpus maintained with contributions from employers and employees to take care of future requirement of the employees, and annually Government of India announces interest rates, and this year, that means 2015-16, the interest rate announced was 8.8%, 0.05% higher than the interest rate of previous year. Supreme Court directed Reserve Bank of India to give the list of companies who are defaulters of bank loans of over rupees 500 crores. Whoever defaulted, companies have taken loans and they defaulted. Such list of each and every company whose default is more than rupees 500 crore is to be given by Reserve Bank of India to Supreme Court as per the directives of Supreme Court, because nowadays several loans are becoming non-performing assets. The centre stated that it would build 2 crore 95 lakh rural houses by 2022. The aim of the government is housing for all by 2022. Why 2022? Because by 2022 we will be celebrating 75 years of India's independence. By that date everyone should have house. For that, government calculated that 2 crore houses are required in urban areas, 2 crore 95 lakh houses are required in rural areas, making together around 5 crore houses, and government wants to ensure housing for all by 2022, and at the same time, please don't forget Swachh Bharat by 2019 October 2. These things please don't forget. Nowadays, several Japanese investments are coming into the country. To take care of Japanese investments and to act as facilitator, State Bank of India opened Japan Desk in New Delhi. Prime Minister reviewed the progress of road, railway and energy sectors through ICT platform Pragati. So, through Pragati, the Prime Minister is reviewing various developmental programs, and Pragati means proactive governance and timely implementation. Please don't forget, Pragati stands for proactive governance and timely implementation. 3-day second edition of Vibrant Northeast Summit was held in Guwahati. Government has cut the interest rates by 0.25% on short-term post office deposits. On short-term post office deposits of less than 5 years maturity, as well as Kisan Vikas Patras, government reduced interest rate by 0.25%. The idea of the government is to align the interest rates with the government securities interest rates, because country can only develop with a lower interest rate regime, and to have lower interest rates, first of all the deposit rates or the savings rates are to be aligned to the interest rates of government securities. UK Sinha, all of you are well aware, he is the chairman of Securities and Exchange Board of India, due to retire shortly, but he got extension up to 1st March 2017. Make in India Week in Mumbai got investment proposals for rupees 15 lakh 20,000 crores and 17 Indian states and 3 countries. Please don't forget, 3 countries, Germany, Poland and Sweden, established their pavilions in Make in India Center, and 102 countries were represented in the Mega Expo. If you look at the next one, Nepal Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli is on 6th-day visit to India, so as to remove the misunderstanding between India and Nepal, and at the same time please don't forget Madhesis have called off their agitation and now the supplies resumed to Nepal, and the rationing of petroleum products in Nepal was also lifted by Nepalese government. Eminent Vadiya singer Bhubaneshwari Mishra passed away at the age of 67. West Bengal Finance Minister Amit Mitra has been appointed as the new chairman of the Empowered Committee of State Finance Ministers on Goods and Services Tax. So, from the state side, he will represent the state's interests, and previously Finance Minister of Kerala was the chairman of Empowered Committee, but he resigned as the Finance Minister of Kerala due to some reasons. Now, Amit Mitra, the Finance Minister of West Bengal, became the new chairman of Empowered Committee of State Finance Ministers. Look at the next one, prestigious award, Early Career Awards for Scientists and Engineers by United States of America. And 6 Indian Americans are among the 106 scientists and engineers selected for this prestigious award in United States of America. So, 6 out of 106 scientists have got Indian origin. I have listed out Milind Kulkarni, Kiran Musunuru, Sachin Patel, Vikram Shyam, Rahul Mangharam and Shvetak Patel. If you look at the next one, halwa ceremony marks the beginning of printing of union budget. Halwa ceremony is the traditional ceremony. Conventionally, after halwa ceremony, all the persons associated with union budget will not be allowed to go out. They will not have any communication, no email, no mobile. They will be totally cut off from rest of the world inside the office of the finance ministry. So, budget will be prepared with a lot of secrecy because budget document is the most vital document, and halwa ceremony marks the beginning of printing of union budget. Vietnam lodged formal complaint to the United Nations over China's placement of surface-to-air missile battery on a disputed island in South China Sea. South China Sea is the disputed area with several countries, and Vietnam recently complained to United Nations over China's placement of surface-to-air missile battery in one of the islands in South China Sea. So, South China Sea is the bone of contention between China and several Asian countries, and United States of America is coming in support of these Asian countries, and it may escalate into raising of tensions between China and United States of America. Agitation by Jats demanding reservation turned violent, and around 19 people were killed in the violence, and water supply to Delhi through Munnak Canal was also affected, and finally Jats called off the stir. Right? Look into the next one. Italian author Umberto Eco, famous for his book The Name of the Rose, died at the age of 84. Then Yoweri Museveni, elected as the president of Uganda for the 5th term, and he has been Uganda's president for the past 30 years. Look into the next one. BCCI decided to file affidavit in Supreme Court citing anomalies in R.M. Lodha committee recommendations. All of you are well aware. R.M. Lodha, former Supreme Court Chief Justice, gave recommendations with regard to improving the organizational structure of BCCI, but BCCI has not accepted some of the recommendations, and they want to file affidavit in Supreme Court against the recommendations of R.M. Lodha. After the Jawaharlal Nehru University incident, it was decided to hoist national flag at all the central universities, and as per the news reports, the tricolor, that is national flag, will fly at 207 feet high. Right friends, with this let us conclude the news at a glance. Have a nice day. Please do join for other modules. Thank you.